besides my own personal 4 or 5 hours worth of comedy that has been censored, I'll be doing the Mastermind series, which stands for My Adversary See That Every Righteous Man Is Never Defeated. That'll be done with a wise man that I know. I call him Wisdom Waters, which stands for What I've Survived Destroys Other Men While All the Enemies Run Scared. I've worked very hard to make sure that the creativity is at its pinnacle, at its highest level, to the point where just the inkling of it, if it is bitten, it'll be highly recognizable. We're doing this shit from the ground roots, and we're doing it on the physical level. We're doing it for the streets. Shout out to East New Orleans, Uptown New Orleans, North Philly, East Side of Columbus, the Northeast Side, West Side. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to Englewood. Shout out to the East Side of fucking San Antonio. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on with some of these fucking places, man. But putting shit on hold. I'm about to take and get over here to this damn spot so I can finish this damn paperwork at this office. Get the hell out of here so I can get on this damn flight. But I want to shout out to TT. Thank you for putting together a dope-ass segment and also doing the trailers for them as well. She sent me about maybe 5 or 6 trailers, but we're just going to go ahead and just kind of like take it slow and just work with a couple trailers at a time and shit, right? So enjoy the trailer, enjoy the fucking show. And I'm out.
You know good.
I'm it, man. She's
No, she come call me on video. You know what I'm saying? Dual video. For you to see my kids them. Bitch, fuck you. My
Right.
kids' relationship, the basic and fucking video.
Mm-hmm.
That's real life there.
Right.
And that's my bars. That's me. Every time you see them, you think about me.
Mm-hmm.
How can you hate me and love my kids? And every day you see my kids, you seeing me.
Right. And she got on Facebook with that shit?
Man, she was, it's a year now, me close my Facebook page. All kind of casket, all kind of shit them put to my shit, bro.
Fuck
Or they
no.
gonna kill me and all them shit and blah, blah, blah.
What you want to do is get your license and grow your own strand.
Yeah. I don't even think black people even give a fuck about controlling the media. Unless it's fucking YouTube, though. We need all the 100 YouTubers. Bullshit, right? And she's just like, no, that's not nice. I've already talked about this. It's not nice. Yeah, man. Look at you. Hurry up. Go ahead, get in there. All right. And she would not go to sleep until I went to sleep. And I couldn't sleep. But I had to fake the funk for a minute. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lay down. She went to sleep. And I was still up, and she was just out cold. Oh, ain't that a bitch?
And he said he didn't do it. But he said when he was at the club and the girl was acting up.
If one guy, he told me, he's like, man, I only like women who got titties that look like Bart Simpson's eyes. And I had to go like, Bart Simpson? Bart Simpson? Oh, shit. No. Oh.
You can go to them motherfucking these them shows and win, cause your strand is divided.
Exactly.
You get trophies for that shit.
You
man.
damn right, yeah.
Free seeds,
Hey.
free equipment
Yeah.
to get your shit going.
Got a couple work buddies, right? Aaron and Steve. I'm here. Aaron and Steve, right? Aaron and Steve are married. Not to each other. Because I know a lot of these DL motherfuckers out here. Like, oh, shit. I told you this shit last time I was here.
Nah, you ain't tell me that no more.
Nigga, I did tell you that shit. And you was like, oh, well, shit, man, tell me, I got some bitches. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I'm saying, yeah, I got motherfuckers that you want. They be wanting that shit.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, niggas. And they get shit. Fuck. It's hard being a real nigga. It's hard, man. Sometimes. Shit, I'm pissed. Even some of my white buddies was like, dude, yeah, You have to listen to her, man. You just have to listen. And some of you motherfuckers have given up. Like, some men have just seriously given up completely.
Yeah, man, I just give up. I don't have anything to do with it. I just want to just go my own way. Me too.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, man, they're like Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone. You guys, bear with me for a minute because I'm freestyling this shit off the fly. Like, everything I'm saying is just coming straight off the head. I'm trying to figure out when should I stop this shit. All right. I've been wanting to do this video. I guess this is the great time. This is a fucking perfect time to do this shit, right? Especially after the events that have transpired this week. Faith without work is dead. I am so glad I was able to finish this damn paperwork too, because I'm like, fuck. I'm thinking I had to leave for Miami on Friday. I gotta leave fucking Thursday. You got a bitch. But faith without work is dead, right? And the nurse was clowning me in the hospital. She was like, yeah, that's why your ass is in here right now, because faith without work is dead. You guys don't overexert yourself. But some of you don't exert yourself enough. And it's fucked up, man. But you try to take my fucking position? It's funny. I've been trying to humble myself. I've been a humble guy for quite a bit of my life, but I'm starting to, get a little wary of that. And it's because you have fucking false people who try to take your position. So, got a call from the Zinga Shakur. I've already talked about who she is. She's the fucking daughter of Matula Shakur. Matula Shakur is the stepfather of Tupac Shakur, right? So, I've talked about our long time friendship. But she called me up during the holidays and she's like, I want to talk to you. And something, just gave me the urge to talk to you and shit, right? So I was like, damn. Like, what you mean, But she was right. She was like, I feel like you are changing, and I was like, yeah, I've changed my position just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I know where the work needs to be done the hardest and who can actually do the work. And the way I position my statements towards these particular people, I was right. I am tired of fake false black leaders. They can exist. They just can't around me. I won't tolerate it. They will not physically exist around me. I will seriously do whatever I can to neutralize that shit. She was like, don't give up. Don't give up. I haven't given up on shit. There's just certain things I just needed to dedicate myself to. If I dedicate myself to this fucking YouTube channel, especially after everything else that I've dedicated myself with, regards to the last 4 or 5 months, it's over. I am seriously on your ass. We seriously on you. And that's not safe. That's not a good fucking position to be in. Shout out to Kobe, man. Because that competitiveness, that determination, I've always had that shit. Anyone who knows me personally, if there's something that I really seriously need to do, I'm going to do that shit. When it comes down to anything that I have to make sure I am my best at, oh, you better believe it's going to happen. A lot of people don't have that spirit. I'm tired of people talking about individualism as well, because you do not understand the fucking concept. Yes, you do focus on individualism as black people. We've already discussed this about the economic disparities when it comes down to black people and how other communities, they focus on community first, family second, individualism third, to protect their reputation. So when black people sit up there and argue about, things that have transpired on the news, black man gets killed by police, look, I don't want to hear shit you motherfuckers got to say if you're not doing anything about it. These are clout chasers, right? How many fucking schools have you gone to? And so far, like within the past, what, 4 or 5 months? You know, I've spoken at what, 2 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. Actually, the fucking middle school is a school that I helped develop. Niggas, Zingas, he's like, yo, just don't give up, don't give up. And, you know, we both read a book, and I mentioned something in that book because when we bought the book, we had a conversation while we were going to this bookstore getting the book, right? The name of the book is Seize the Town by Bobby Seale, and it talks about fake black leaders, right? There was a situation where Betty Shabazz was going to Cali, and she needed to speak to some people, right? There was this false-ass black group, which I consider a lot of you fucking black YouTubers, they wanted to protect the widow of Malcolm X for recognition, for clout, right? The Panthers came along. The Panthers were serious about this. The Panthers were like, look, we'll do it. We'll do it. We have everything we need. We'll do it. And here, with this fucking false felonious ass group, no, we'll do it. I mean, we have more numbers and right? So the Panthers like, okay, we'll just stand around and just watch and just make sure everything works out, right? The Panthers noticed that these motherfucking fake ass leaders didn't have any ammunition in their guns. So they got checked, and they needed to be checked. I'm the nigga with the ammunition. You know? Faith without work is dead. What does that mean? And it's not associated with any religious belief system. It definitely is a belief system. It's not associated with a doctrine. It's something within you to make sure that you do whatever you can. You work vigorously to make sure that things are manifested and implemented. That's what that shit means. I seen a motherfucker on YouTube, man. Nigga out feeding the homeless. He didn't even put up any bread. He just went inside the homeless shelter, picked up a fucking spoon. Oh, look at me. Bitch ass nigga. Do what I do. Do what my niggas do. We put up bread, nigga. We have fucking barbecues and cookouts, nigga. I'm sick of you niggas. And you want to be manipulated by some fake motherfuckers about me? Huh. Funny. My community knows what I do for them. I got the numbers there. I don't have to brag on the shit. I can brag on certain shit that's light, but I would never ever talk about half this shit. Man, look. I have the proof. Going to these fucking community seminars and, you know, speaking to all of these fucking people. I even bring the streets with me. I had to get on a nigga the other day about some shit, you know. Like, look, don't do this shit again. Because last time we went to this fucking Congress City Hall type of fucking meeting, he's like, man, I don't even know why I gotta be here. I'm just here for the food. And I saw that shit on Instagram. And I went off on that nigga. Faith without work is dead. Do you motherfuckers do the work? Hell no. It's all good when you're talking shit, though, right? It's all good when you're on YouTube talking, right? Had a bitch, you know what I'm saying, tell me, you know, steady trolling me and shit, right? How are you still focusing on the community, right? My boo, man, I'm just so happy with that because, you know, how the way she came in, she was like, and this wasn't too long ago either, you know, this is me just like, you know, focusing on her and just leaving all of this shit alone. But then, you know, she was like, you're really, really, really interested in this, right? Like, this really drives you. You really want to do this, huh? And I was like, yeah. And then she said, okay, well, if we are going to do it, then we got to do it right. Not if I'm going to do it, if we are going to do it. That shit was fucking awesome for her to do that shit, you know, for her to actually say that. When I think about individualism of black people, you know, when I went to this one middle school and I was talking to the 13-year-old, actually 14, he's 14 now. He just made 14. But when I was talking to him, you know, teacher asked me, you know, talk to him because he went through some shit last year. His older brother was murdered and all this, you know. So I talked to him and I mean, that shit, walking with him through the hallways, it was just crazy because the bell even rung. Like, classes switched and we were still walking in the hallways.
But
We both had tits and eyes. Like, here I am supposed to guide him and mentor him, and he was mentoring me in a lot of ways. But I thought about something. I thought to myself, with individualism, what does it mean to
the so-called black,
manosphere, black YouTube, be one? Like, what does it fucking mean to y'all? Because a lot of people have kids and grandkids and shit, right? I'm a childless man. And this shit affected me as though this was my own kid. And I took this kid, not only this kid, a few kids under my wing. Because he didn't give a fuck about shit. No aspirations whatsoever. And I couldn't blame him for it. Absentee father, mom's in and out and shit, don't know where the fuck she is because she popping pills and shit half the fucking day. Where the fuck are y'all, Seriously? I am that nigga. And I can't be humble. I can't be humble about that shit. I know where the strength is in black people. I know where it is. The only thing is that there's a group of people that just don't understand their strength. And I had to apologize to them about that shit. I argue with them, with this kid, man. I thought about you guys. How would this kid affect you? Is individualism so embedded within you that you just don't really give a fuck? And I honestly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, believe that in regards to black YouTube, I would say that there's a strong 97% that just really would not give a fuck. Seriously. And that shit is sad. And I can tell. And I know it. I mean, motherfuckers will say the opposite, but I know it's true. And this ain't just like,
just keep fighting, just keep pushing, man.
Another thing, like I realized, talking to her, because pot came up a couple times, and we were talking about how it takes a village to raise a kid when I was telling her about this child. And I am that village. I am the 3%. I am that village, right? Who's trying to reach out. And you motherfuckers are not a village. You're a wasteland. You are a wasteland. And that shit is fucked up. Work. Faith without work is dead. You can talk all that shit all you want to. I will be in as many fucking cities as I can to build up an army for as long as I live. Man, it's been working good. Like I say, talking with her about Pac and shit. Because I was convicted about a lot of shit. I had to sit back and think about it. And I get real personal. I just rather not. I want to really keep this video short. But the one thing I noticed with Pac, he was a black nationalist as well. But with that being said, just like Malcolm X, he realized, what? I can definitely operate with other races of people. There's certain things that they can't join me on, but I can operate with them. And that's why we see Mexicans with Tupac tattoos, white people with Tupac tattoos, Asian people who bump Tupac. And I had to realize that was me the entire time. Like, I am not what is considered to be a hateful racist, because there can be love and racism as well. Racism could be just loving your group because you won't put any other group before yours. Nobody is expected to do that. Told shit about black women, and I've laid it out before, about how black women, they make these claims and they still try to keep their position, and it's like if a black man has to lose his position,
behind dating another race.
Race a woman, then why can't you? Um, there's so much I want to say with this. I want to really just leave this one as a prelude
So I got to get ready to get the fuck out of here to this.
damn trip, but
It's just so fucking much.
I can say so much I can say. There's just certain people I was like true colors, and hey,
That's the beauty of things. It's the
beauty of finding out about people. So with me, I realize how big the world is, and I realize how small it is too.
um.
And I just realized how blessed I've been, and I'm still trying to figure out the word blessed, right? Because I don't believe in Sky Daddy Jesus, but
I just don't know. Like the great things have been going on for me, and I'm
just
elated about it.
um, you just can't play both sides against the fence, Miss Ingram, man.
I mean, she had me in tears and shit too. She really did. Um,
This is like during the holidays.
I was really like fucked up, and it caused me to just push, and I ended up getting sick.
I had so much on my fucking mind. They had one YouTuber talking about the fire and the passion. Nigga, do you have it? You work as an individual.
The difference between me,
Me and a lot of black YouTubers is I focus on individualism once I've done a certain job. There's only one thing that I really focus on individualism now, and that's women. Seriously.
that's it. I don't try to. I'm not.
Really trying to speak on it as a collective when it comes down to women, but I tell you the shit that has been transpiring with Kobe, the shit I've read on Twitter, and the shit I've read on Facebook, it is fucked up. Really seriously fucked up.
I never would have.
Expecting a million years to black women. I've never would have. I never thought that she would go that low. So, because I mean, like when Maya Angelou passed away, ain't nobody said shit about her being a prostitute. I can go down the list of black women who passed away. Black men didn't say shit about their swirling, nothing.
To hear all this shit about Kobe.
Kobe though, right? So that's
Um,
what the fuck else, man? I'm gonna leave this video short. I have so many things
that I can tie into this, tie into
to that, time to this, time to that.
that. Faith without work is dead.
Seriously. So I doubt if you motherfuckers will be in Miami at this game or any parties that I attend. And this is not bragging, this is just me saying that
This event is not even.
based on my individualism. You know? This is based on family trickling down, and helping out an individual. And I'm like, damn, for real? You gonna hook me up like that? Yeah, come on now. I'm here. Flip the script, y'all. And I'm gonna say one more thing. Cause I mean, one motherfucker, cause I don't watch his notifications. I watch them every now and then. Next thing you know, I look at my YouTube um, notification feed, and it's like over 200 notifications sometimes like 300. Every now and then, like one will pop up, bling, anti-black, bling, fucking SYSBM, SISBM, that's what I'm gonna start calling that shit. But I get like little shit in there. I don't go to these videos and watch that shit. But I heard one motherfucker, right? He used to call women What, they used to call them what, angry birds, flightless birds or something. Now all of a sudden they hyenas, huh, nigga? I ain't mad at you though, bro.
I'm on your asses, yo.
Yo, seriously, I am on your asses. And I invite you to come see me. I invite you. Bring it on me when you do that shit, though.
If you're coming for war.
I mean, that's really all I have to say, man. You know, you get the community behind you, then come talk to me. And I am not talking about a YouTube community. I'm talking about the community where you are. In order to get them numbers up, in order to get them units up, you have to have your community behind you. How many of y'all motherfuckers doing that shit? And we saw like my whole concept about voting from the bottom up. How many of y'all niggas starting from the ground root? I'm listening. I got so much shit to say about a real nigga. Oh, because people who call themselves real they're not real. Look, man, I'm tired of being humble with y'all. See, that's the manipulation right there. That's the position that these fake motherfuckers will try to put you in to make you question yourself. You know? It's just like Nuru Muhammad said the other day, where he was talking about how, you know, and I went through the same situation in school, where a fucking teacher, you know, they'll just talk so down and bad about you because they see that greatness. They see the power in you. And they try to strip you of that fucking power. I had a teacher when I was in school, made fun of my name and shit, you know. I had to go back. That's how I found out what my name meant. Because I went to my fucking grandmother and I asked her. Because this fucking bitch at the school was talking all this old crazy shit. White bitch. Since then, I ain't never had a fucking white teacher. You know? This was in what? 4th grade? All right, y'all. You can't steal this power. Like, the energy's just been transcending certain places. But if it transcends here, it's over. So,
Faith without work is dead.
prelude will probably be a little longer once I get back from this trip. But I don't see it in y'all, man. I mean, I'm not calling out any name. I'll just go ahead and just call out names as it's presented to me, and I'll just deal with each person accordingly. If you're real, then you're real. If you're fake, then you're phony. And
Go join the Navy. You
can't fuck with this army. Shout out to No Limit. That's not me. I'm out, man. I am just so out. I'm out. You know. It's been a really, really weird week for me, and
so weird, you know, with the sports and shit going on this week. It's
so
still
fucking weird. So, I mean, I knew even before Kobe's passing that I'd be going to Florida, and
all of this shit, right? So
it's a little ironic for me. I'm just trying to comprehend all of this. But that's it.
That's it.
You know, I'm just sitting here thinking about all this shit because I've been following Kobe on Instagram for quite some time, and you know, one black woman said some shit. She was like, you know, he's with this Latino chick, and he wasn't with a sister, and all of this. Look, let me tell you guys something. If you go back to that fucking SYSBM colorism Super Bowl video, I mentioned that. Look,
black men,
they try, you know, and when before they date, they don't initially go out there and start dating other races of women. They try. But what you do, what black women do, is you take away a component. Like I said, there's 3 components: community, family, individualism. You force black men like Kobe and a lot of other men who date interracially, you force them to take away their community component. You force that shit. And you don't force it out of good intention either. You force that shit so that you can control and destroy it. And then not only that, you have liberalism to help you destroy the shit. Ain't that a bitch? Follow me. Because I know there's going to be a motherfucker on here that's going to copy my shit.
oh yeah, because when black people, when black men when they date, you take away their community component. Watch a motherfucker gonna be out there saying some shit like that, but it's true. You force them to lead a community, and they can't say shit about it anymore, and they don't. You know what? All they do now at this point, I gotta focus on family and myself, and that's what Kobe did. That's why when you go to his Instagram and you see those pictures, he's like the only black man in a lot of those pictures, except when he's with like other NBA players. But on his personal life, post retirement, he's at soccer games, he's at different events, even at his academy. There's only like 2 black women that was on that team, maybe 3. I think 3.
I just watch a lot.
Of those fucking clips. His daughter had fucking game. His daughter had skill. You know what I'm saying? She had a nice little fadeaway. We watch them clips all the time. That's why when this whole shit happened, I was like, damn man, I hope he wasn't with that girl. And instead he was going to a youth sports academy, and I was like, please. I knew it was inedible. I just knew that she had to have been on there. When they said where he was headed, I'm like, oh fuck. Then it confirmed that she passed away too. I mean, it's just terrible, y'all. But for black women to sit up there and say all this crazy shit,
where's the humanity?
For some people to say the things that I have heard, or people to clout chase the way I've heard, you do not have a fucking heart. That's why you need wolves. Like, you need niggas who can
see that and challenge that shit.
That's about it, y'all. This will be part 1. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I mean this shit. Oh man, you guys just don't know. You guys just really do not know.
One of my niggas, man, on YouTube, he was
crying about some shit last year. I mean, he was really on there crying and
shit, man. I was like,
yeah, I feel you, man. Don't cry over this shit.
I know, but don't cry over this shit. You are that nigga, bro. Don't cry over this shit, though. All right, y'all. Get ready to catch this flight.
Peace.